So we managed to get a little bit of an image of what's going on out on one of the streams, sheet 3. Uh, we They got ready a little faster than we expected, but we've got Jay Canond, our piper out there, who piped everybody through, and the traditional shot of Drambuie. Any juniors in that bunch? Did they get the milk?
Now, on sheet 3, which is the one that's live right now, looks like that's going to be Marcus Guzman in the D final. I'd like to point out Nate Clark in a beautiful Bob Gronkowski Christmas sweater and Mike Sampson wearing a vest and bow tie. He is,
I think he left his job at the casino.
Yeah, he's really ready to go. He's dealing cards in between ends. So
better cards than what else. All right, now I got to fix this camera, so bear with me, folks.
Quick little plug as well. We're talking about cards. There was a cool little Kickstarter that occurred recently for good curling playing cards. If you're tuning in, you should be able to Google that and find that. They're selling that. That is a deck of cards.
Is that the same guy who was making the good curling coins and we wanted to do the movie or the documentary on curling?
You know, I'm not sure about
that. I actually bought into his Kickstarter last time.
Interesting. See, now this one was specifically a Kickstarter just for the deck of cards. There are some cool options. Of course, the cards itself, you could buy prints of uncut sheets that were framed, but all the cards featured either brooms or curling stones as the number for the card, and then the face cards had different curling positions. There was a person delivering, a person sweeping, etc. We have a deck here at the club, and certainly if you're into playing cards, look into that. You can Google that, good curling playing cards. Out here on the ice, we have folks starting to warm up, taking some practice slides. Skip's getting into position. It looks like sheet 1 is going to be the first one to get started. That's Shumakov versus Oglesby. Currently, all of the names on the board are accurate. I don't believe that will remain the case throughout
If that makes it through the first end, then there's probably something wrong with somebody.
Yeah, I should probably take notes on who's actually playing before I forget.
Okay, now I just got to make sure. I'm just noticing some odd situation where we got the wrong camera on sheet 1. I know what happened.
Technical difficulties. Oh, it's
no, minor details. Minor details. Okay. We will get that extra camera up in a second. It just takes a few seconds for the system to recognize it.
Alright, the games are off here. Looks like all of the sheets have begun except for sheet 4. That's Leichter versus Aiken. I believe all of the colors are accurate as far as the names are concerned. Now, they do have the option to flip that after the coin toss and switch their stone color. Don't think any of them have elected to do so, or if so, they have changed the names without me noticing. Real quick, I'd also like to call out something that will be occurring downstairs in the warm room. Throughout this entire game, the Broomstones' famous Made Miss. Now, certainly other clubs do this, but the Broomstones men's is well known. We do it only during the finals on Saturday night. Something else that we haven't mentioned is that these are all of the finals. There will be no Sunday curling in this field. We have the A, B, C, and D event going on right now.
We'll be at Mass tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone gets to sleep in during this field.
Trying to forgive our sins or whatever.
That's if you wake up. But
I'm hoping to wake up.
Well, I'm hoping to wake up, but I'm not guaranteeing it's in the morning.
I'm guaranteeing it's not.
The Made Miss, just in case you are not familiar, what will happen is when we have a specifically noticeable shot occurring on any of the sheets, Sam Williams, our field coordinator, will call out that shot. For instance, if there is a takeout going on as the skip stone last shot, hammer shot of an end, and they call a hit and stick for one, what they will then do is they will pull 2 names out of a hat. 2 names of 2 rinks currently playing in this field or potentially eliminated. And one of them will be assigned to the main shot, one of them will be assigned to the miss. The shot will then occur in the game, and depending on the outcome of the shot, if they hit and stick for one, the main shot will go back into the hat. The miss will get a strike or be eliminated. The miss at that point, the one being eliminated, can then tie back into the make miss, and the prize at the end of this will be their rink fee back. That's $360 returned to the winner. So all teams start in this make miss, but if they get eliminated, they will have to pay $30 to buy back in. I think there's actually 2 buy-ins at $15 a piece, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that as well. Unfortunately, we don't get the updates on that. We'll have to go down to the warm room for that, but we'll send some correspondence when the time is right.
Yeah, Mike, you got to go to the warm.
All right, so are all cameras up and running at this point?
Almost. I just got to find that last one.
All right. Well,
it was a special network cam that didn't get named, and it went away and came back.
Let's go ahead and check right on in with the A event. That is Fink with Redstones versus Brialt with the Yellowstones. Fink's shot is away. They're going for just a hit on this outside yellow. I'm guessing their goal would be to spill behind cover if possible. Sweepers are on it. They're trying to push this stone in. It looks like it's going to be just a nose hit, maybe a little roll, but not what they were looking for. Sitting 2's all right, though. They're feeling pretty comfortable there. They haven't posted who has the hammer. I would have to stand up and check that. I'm going to be honest, that's a lot of effort at this moment. Brialt coming back now. They are just going to go ahead and hit that stone that was just thrown by Fink. They're going to try to roll in, but this one looks to be hanging. It's definitely going to make contact. Looks like it might spill a little bit to the outside. Going to stick around in that 12-foot. I think Fink is still going to be 1 on the outside, though.
We got our cameras up.
What?
We got the cameras up.
All right, all cameras are up is what I'm saying. So if you are watching on your computer at home, you should be able to choose which sheet you are focused on. So if your husband or significant other or just best friend is curling on one of these sheets, certainly tune into that one specifically. We'll try to bring you
or someone you're stalking or anything like that. It's fine.
Yeah, for whatever reason, if you just want to see this person right now, you can click that sheet and watch that sheet. I need bacon. Mike O'Neill about to rejoin this little powwow we got going on, and bacon is the subject on his mind.
Yeah, it's the key word of the day.
I'm sorry, I got just tied up trying to decide which of the crappiest beers that they had were the crappiest.
He returned pitcherless, folks. That is a fact.
I bought the last pitcher, and that is a fact.
All right, so as we were saying, as Mike showed up, you should be able to tune into any sheet. We're going to try to bring you commentary on all of them. If you are watching on your phone, unfortunately, this is not available.
Not true.
Oh, wait a second.
If you're watching on your iPhone, that's true.
Oh, iPhone users. Unfortunately, the other carriers got one up on here.
Two things have happened. One is we're broadcasting sheet 2 as the main or the first sheet, so it's going to be the default sheet when you're watching on your iPhone.
That is the event.
Yes, but if you got an Android device, what you can do is don't go into YouTube, go into your Internet Explorer or Internet whatever, and change it so that it asks for the desktop site. You click the little menu at the top, select desktop site. One more little catch, when you then put YouTube in, it's going to tell you, oh, let's go to the YouTube app. No. Don't let it go to the YouTube app. Cancel that, you'll go in, and everything will be just as if it's on your desktop computer.
Exactly. Randy Boback coming in with all all the little tech hacks just to get you exactly what you want to see. We are doing this all for the viewer at home. I mean, we want you guys to experience exactly what you're looking for out of this web stream.
We obviously are not getting paid.
They don't pay me near enough to do this.
No, we are not getting paid for this. You need to know that.
And that is what the B-level commentary is, folks. Out here
Banter.
on the A event on
Be used to
sheet
banter.
2, there is going to be a hit. They're going to spill, trying to sweep that, kind of over sweeping it toward the back of the house. Actually, that was Fink sweeping that one, and that was good. I think he's got that where he is still count. He's just trying to draw to the outside and
Yeah.
put a second counter in there. Certainly a good call. Now the D event, which is on sheet 3, these are actually the losers of just the A semifinals. So these guys actually went the second furthest in the spiel. They get dropped into the D event, but that's put on sheet 3, one of the featured sheets, toward the center of the house for a reason.
Anybody
Because
that's ever
these
drove
guys
knows
played
that the
really
event
well.
is the best event. I mean, it's the second best event, really.
It certainly is. I mean, not to belittle the B and C events; those are still very good events. But the D event is truly the second runners-up, if you will.
Absolutely. I mean, these guys, they go the entire way to the semifinals and then they get dropped out. The D event is essentially the runner-up event. That's really what it is.
It all becomes a question of when you had your first loss.
Exactly. And we like to try to, they fall into the D, and
Just because they
unfortunately
fell-
it's labeled as such, but we like to acknowledge that these guys are the ones that went the furthest
The A
before that
was-
first loss.
The B was the first set of people to have a loss. The C was the second.
Actually, the funny thing is, though, a lot of people that lost in their second game got dropped into the fifth event. The guys that dropped into the third event, like the Lecter Ring, actually lost in their third game after going 2-0.
Now, speaking of the Lecter Ring, over here on sheet 4, Zakin going for a hit. Looks like he succeeded. Lecter going to go ahead and counter that, try to roll behind that guard. We're hearing a lot of cheers downstairs. I'm thinking that might be Patriots related.
I actually believe they're giving out the awards for the fifth or 8th events right now.
We should have put a camera in the house.
Unfortunately, we cannot bring that live action to you folks. But just
There's a lot of action when that happens.
Yeah, 5 through 8.
I'm going to leave you guys banter a bit because I got to go take pictures of people getting their rewards. So
Sounds good.
We'll be back.
Sheet 4 right now on the C event.
Certainly hoping to win the Made Miss, certainly hoping the Patriots win in their stead, but giving the curling their all. Except for sheet 1, maybe.
I really want to bring this onto the microphone, but did we decide whether or not we're doing the add-on for the Make Miss shot thing downstairs?
We have certainly decided that. A teammate of ours, for those of you just tuning in, I guess this is maybe appropriate. Commentating for you tonight is Zach Howard and Mike O'Neill. We were in this spiel. Unfortunately, we got eliminated earlier. But yes, to answer your question, Mike, we have given one of our team members extra money to ensure that we can buy back into the Made Miss. In your absence, we explained all of the details of the Made Miss, and we told the viewers at home we would try our best to keep them updated as it progresses.
I was napping. It's okay.
Everyone deserves that now and then.
Skip's got a nap, man.
All right, tuning in on your A event finals, Fink vs. Brielle. It looks like the sheet is wide open. I think this might be the Hammerstone right here. Fink just calling for a throw through. They are looking to blank this one, take the hammer on into the second end. Shots away. It looks as though he is going to succeed with this throw.
I was actually wondering if he was just going to try to peel that top guard.
Now that was on the street there. Who was that? That was Paul Marcellia, also known as the Adonis on sweeping.
The Adonis of curling right there. That man is amazing. He looks like a sculpted figure when he sweeps. It's like he really should be cast in a computer or something. It's ridiculous.
He's not up like this, folks. This is the truth. Now let's zoom in over here on sheet 4. Zakin has the hammer. This is the hammer shot here. Going for what appears to be a hit and stick for 1. Maybe they're trying to roll out. I can't exactly tell if that back red is biting. If that back red's biting, it's definitely a nose hit for 1. If not, they might be trying to spill out and blank, just as you saw happen over here just a second ago on sheet 2. That will let them maintain the hammer going into the second end. Shots away. Sweepers are on this. The guard up front is in question still. They are just barely by it. They make contact with the stone. They make contact with the outside. He sweeps and it leaves right in for 1. They do not achieve their goal. Lichter steals 1 with Zakin having the hammer. There's a lot of cheers going on downstairs. That has to be Patriots. That seemed too uncharacteristic for just 5th through 8th event winners, Mike.
Actually, this is the final draw winners. These are 1 through 4 right now that we're looking at.
No being announced downstairs.
Oh, yes, absolutely. My bad. The one thing I do have to say is that on the sheet 3 right now, I'm a little curious as to why we've got one of the 4 team members from Benj Guzman's rank actually dressed up. Like, he looks like he's ready to serve drinks.
Now, we spoke about this earlier, folks. This is our casino dealer that we were mentioning.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he's ready to serve some drinks to somebody, but the rest of the team is all hodgepodge.
Now, very quick, casino dealers aside, the hammer shot is way over here on sheet 1 by the Oglesby rink. Looks as though that hammer shot is actually not being thrown by Sam Oglesby.
No.
That is going to be Jake Weisberg with the draw in there. Looks like this is going to be good for 2.
So is Oglesby not actually skipping his own team?
He appears to be calling the game, but not throwing skip stones. I'm not sure which stones he's throwing.
Sounds like Vice stones for that.
Must be Vice stones. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. I believe we are on the hammer stone on sheet 3. Let me check for you, folks.
All I know is that we really need to get a collection started for Sam Oglesby because he needs a pair of pants that actually cover his entire leg of his leg. Because that poor guy, I mean, his ankles must be cold. Because I swear to God, every time I see that guy curl, all I can do is see his ankles.
Folks, he is tall. He is tall. That is a fact. Certainly needs to hit those big and tall stores.
I swear to God, the poor guy, every time he slides, all I see is his calf and his ankle. He really needs some help. Now, really somebody pitch in to get that guy a pair of pants that actually cover his entire leg.
Over here on sheet 3, the hammer shot is about to occur. That's Nate Clark throwing that shot. He appears to be trying to pick this yellow out of the forefoot and stick around. That'll give him 2 if he gets this shot effectively.
I don't know what he's got to do with that shot, but oh my God, that sweater is awful.
Oh, it is glorious. That's the Rob Gronkowski sweater that I brought to you earlier.
Awful.
Sorry,
on YouTube for swearing, but they're goddamn awful.
My compatriot here is not part of the Pats Nation, and he is wrong in that. We understand.
That's just ridiculous. It's gloriously awful. That's all I can say about that.
All right, Nate Clark. A little bit of a slippery delivery there. The shot is off.
He should spike that rock because it was awful.
That's a Rob Gronkowski reference, folks. Sweeper's really trying to push this stone. They're trying to actually go reverse side on it. They're going to get it. They are going to roll too far, though. They're only going to be 1. Actually, they're taking a close look at this. I believe that was Clark for 1, but it was close.
Either way, spike that. That was awful.
Yep, Clark appears to be raising their hands. They have scored 1. And we are on to the second end on all of our sheets. Looking back in onto sheet 2, that's our A event.
Frankly, folks, I'm just glad Zach is here because he's paying attention to things a lot better than I can. I just chirp in when I can.
I'm really trying my best. The fake rink is sitting 1. They're really trying to hold this and split these 2 stones. They did not get buried behind that guard, so both of these stones are open for Brielle to play with. I'm going to guess he's going to go for this one right in the forefoot and try to roll behind on the outside. He's pointing toward that. He is now setting up the room for calling a normal weight takeout.
They kind of let them freeze here.
That's not a terrible call, Mike. Normal weight takeout is off, though. Appears to be a bit wide. Sweeper's staying off altogether. I'm thinking this might not be making contact at all, unfortunately. This is an uncharacteristic miss for Brielle Brink, who has surprised us getting into this A final.
Yeah, nobody actually expected them to get there, but they played well so far, and you just hope that they actually give them a good game.
Certainly have to give them credit for that. I mean, it was a blank in the first end. They already kept this tight. Fink is looking good sitting 2.
Tap call here.
That's the call. It's a tap. All right. Tap on that front red.
Yes, exactly.
And kind of
sit 3.
Sit 3, I guess. Yeah, maybe roll toward the center.
I don't think they really care where it goes as long as they're sitting 3 at the end of this.
Trying to push that stone a little bit. Dragging it toward their front red. Not sure it's going to get there.
It's going to be a split, which would be nice.
That actually might be getting behind.
Oh, you've drawn behind. Look at that. Very nice.
It's going toward the back of the house. That's going to be a stone that Brielle could use to sit on if he wanted to.
I've seen 2 horse riders. This is awesome.
Alright, we are very focused on sheet 2, but there is certainly a whole lot of game going on these other sheets. We have not focused much on the outside rink. There is the B event final going on sheet 1. That's Shumakov in red versus Oglesby in yellow. Oglesby is up 2-0 currently, and they are sitting 2 as well, it appears.
Their count's wide open now.
Their count is wide open, but it appears that Shumakov...
Oh, nice shot on 2. Oh, beauty shot on 2. Fin double. Beautiful.
Folks, I missed that one for you, but yes, it appears the Brielle Brink is sitting 1 after that. Fink's gonna have to do something about that. It is wide open. They should be able to sit 3 after this shot.
Quite a nice shot.
Great shot by Brielle.
Really thin double. Very nice shot. But really can't argue with that. It was a really nicely played shot.
Now over on sheet 1, guard spilled, certainly making both of Oglesby's stones wide open. He's going to put that guard right on back. Shot off on the A event sheet 2. They're going for that stone in the back. The Adonis Paul Marcellia sweeping, holds that stone, rolls a little toward the outside, but that's fine. They're going to be sitting 3, and that's exactly where they want to be, folks.
It's all good.
Now let's
at this point, he's just showing off, right?
I wouldn't say showing off, but certainly keeping it competitive, really keeping stones in play, really trying to, really put the pressure on Brielle.
I'm just sorry. Every time he sweeps, it just makes me do it. It just happens.
His eyes, folks, there's almost a signal tear that sheds every time this man's broom touches the ice.
Seriously, it's like you can't look at that and not get excited. So, back action on sheet 4.
Yep, shot away on sheet 4. Shot away also on sheet 2, your event final. This looks like it might actually result in almost a double. It is going to be a double. They get that one outside. They are sitting 1, folks. Fink is cut down to only 1 in the house. They're going to be able to sit 2 after this, but that is it. Now, they do have the hammer here, so they're still in a great situation. Over on sheet 4, Leichter versus Sagan. Leichter is sitting 1 in the back of the house. He is currently shooting. He is trying to shoot toward the front of that house. Maybe guard that back stone. This curls a bit. Maybe he'll try to bury that behind the guard. I don't think that's going to be his goal, though.
Very nice
shot. On sheet 2, very nice shot. Yep. Leaves Fink sitting 2, exactly where they want to be with Skip Stone starting up.
They're all set up for the 2 on this, and that's exactly what they want here.
Yeah, Brielle really needs to hit a great roll to position themselves to maybe have a double with one of his last 2 shots. He really needs to do something here. If he can't make something happen here, it is definitely going to be a deuce for the Fink group.
I mean, the shot for the double is there, and it actually would roll right behind cover if they can make it. It's a question of can they make it and stick around, or will they roll out when they try to make that shot? But
now on sheet 4, your C event finals, we have Zakin going for a tap on that shot in the 4-foot, but unfortunately they have missed that altogether. That's going to leave like they're still sitting 1 in there. A quick little aside from the curling. We were talking about this before my colleagues showed up, but I would like to point out that my friend Randy Bobak was incorrect. The names all lasted 1 end, but it does appear 1 name has been changed now. On sheet 3, it is now the Clark rink versus the Gunman rink. That is the Gunman rink now, and it's just the Gunman rink, so who really cares?
it's Guzman. Who cares?
We're hearing a lot of vocals from downstairs. This has to be the Patriots game, unless this is related to the Made Miss that we have talked about earlier, folks.
The Made Miss is going strong, and that's got to be what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of action going on. It seems like this could be every play in the Patriots game. I mean, this is really, really quick and really reactive. This has to be the Made Miss. Sam Williams is on the mic.
About the Made Miss.
We're just really hoping to win our money back, folks. I would take $90 back in my pocket. That would cover most of the drinks that I have had this weekend.
Got to buy back, right?
Oh, we've talked about this on the
You guys
air.
already do that?
I hope we have not had to buy back yet, but we have the money prepared to do so.
Well, I bought the last pitcher, so you guys buy it back.
We have the money prepared to do so, and we are going to get another pitcher. Don't you worry, folks. We would hate to lose this level. Unfortunately, the next pitcher is going to be Smoke and Dagger. That's from our friends Jack's Abbey. Would like to give a shout out to them. They had a tasting at this spiel earlier today, Mike.
Yes, and the next pitcher is not going to be Smoke and Dagger. The next glass will be Smoke and Dagger for you, and the next pitcher will be Kiwi Rice.
And apparently that will be sponsored by my colleague Mike O'Neill. I was giving him a chance to throw a shout out to his really good friends, the Jack's Abbey Brewery, but he chose to talk about money for some reason. We're going to zoom back in on the curling here. Sheet 2, the A event final. The Fink Ring is going to take their shot here. Looks like they are just going to be drawing to the outside. They're already sitting 1.
Nice draw coming here.
It appears, though, this might be a little
heavy.
hot, actually. The Braille Ring's going to be able to sweep this one. Are they going to get it out the back?
Oh, it's fine.
It is going to sit around, and that is fine. That's exactly where they want to be with Braille, only having 1 stone left. I'd like to give a shout out of love to my friend Mike O'Neill, who has just put money in for another pitcher.
Get your own Smoke and Dagger, bitch. The Kiwi Rising is rising up in my liver. Woohoo!
All right, on sheet 4, that's the C event finals. Lecter versus Zakin. Zakin's shot might be a little bit up.
It's bench. Who cares?
Clark is gonna. No, it is not bench. We're talking about sheet 4.
I don't care about sheet 4. Sheet 3, who cares? It's bench.
So you called attention to bench. Who cares? Nate Clark going for a nose hit on Bench's stone there. Now, on the outside, it is tough to say from my angle which stone is second count on sheet 3, whether that is Clark or Gunman.
I would say it's Clark.
I believe it is
I think
Clark as well.
the red rock count, second count.
And based off this shot call, that is a safe assumption. Clark is just trying to move this yellow stone. Maybe just nose hit, stay right in play there, guard up the center of the house, and his second count while doing so.
This is a nice looking shot here.
It's going to roll a little bit, but it's going to be fine. That's going to stick around for him.
They're sitting 2 now.
Now on your A event, the Braille Rink. Great shot. They almost got the double. Unfortunately, they were not able to fully move that thread red out, but they did get the back red. Fink's going to have a shot for 2, as we mentioned earlier, though. We believed this was going to be the case. They looked like they were set up for this deuce, and I believe he's just going to go ahead and put that one in concrete. Stone coming up in your A event final. Blank first and nil score. Looking to be a deuce for the Fink Ring after 2.
Scott Price is looking pretty nonchalant about this. He thinks it's a foregone conclusion.
He really does. I mean, they've got a lot of broom on this, Mike. This is certainly not a hit call. This is a draw call, but with the acknowledgement that there is backing there to stop them. They're already sitting one. They do not need.
That's a tight broom. I would have given a little bit more broom and let that curl over.
That's true. Streamers on this from the get-go, but they're trying to push it up. Just kidding. Now they're trying to hold it, and now they're off it altogether.
This looks like it's
pretty confident. The Adonis, Paul Marsalia, not even acknowledging the stone.
This is more of a tag.
Michael.
Folks, this is going to collide and roll out. That is not going to do it. The Fink break is going to come up with an uncharacteristic miss, and they are only going to have one.
Did you hear that? Did you just hear that? I'm sorry, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's really creepy. That's really creepy. Oh my god.
Sorry, folks. The made miss just drew our attention for 2 seconds. We are back with you, though. We just had to take a quick break. We're not going to be back. We are pseudo back with you. We have the hammer shot going on sheet 4. Zakin, there was a blank in the first game. Looks like Leichter's sitting one. Zakin appears to have some weight on this shot. Leichter's sitting one. I don't know exactly what their goal is here. They're trying to
little raise.
Back.
They're trying to raise.
Stone. They were trying to raise that in, but that's going to be unsuccessful. Leichter going to steal one here.
Yeah. That was a nice effort, though. I like the angle raise there. That was a good. They had nothing else but that.
Zakin doing really well getting themselves in the C-finals of this Spiel. They are up against a tough opponent in Alex Leichter. This is his team going to the World University Games, the WUGS, folks. That is in Kazakhstan. They're looking forward to this.
Don't acronym me. That was cool. That was.
I mean, it is the WUGS. You can't ignore that.
Yeah, it's in Kazakhstan. It is what it is. Like, what do you do in Kazakhstan except curl? Apparently.
I wouldn't have thought you curled in Kazakhstan, if we're being honest, but sometimes the world surprises you, Mike.
Frankly, I think you're just trying to get by and live when you're in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I mean, if you get by in Kazakhstan, I think you're doing all right. Let's check in on sheet 1, Shumakov versus Oglesby.
They're thinking.
They are thinking. Oglesby up 2 there. Shumakov has the hammer here, but he is not looking at a pretty house, folks. Oglesby appears to be sitting at least 2, maybe 3 in the front there.
Squirrels are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's really got to move some granite to score 1. Oglesby's sitting pretty, and we got our colleague Randy Boback down there taking some pictures of the nonchalant Oglesby ring.
All right. Well, the squirrels are down there trying to figure out how they're going to get this out. And if you don't know what the squirrels are, apparently you haven't been curling long enough because the country club of the country club. I mean, that's their moniker. It's the squirrels.
Now, squirrels aside, let's check in on sheet 3, the Guzman versus Clark game. Guzman, who cares? But they are going to be sitting 3 after this shot with a fighter at the top there. That's not a terrible placement.
Yeah, I mean, the best dressed guy in the entire club right now is obviously Mike Sampson. I mean, apparently the rest of his teammates did not get the memo that we were supposed to dress up for the D final. Because Mike Sampson, amazing. He looks like he's ready to serve you a drink. And it's going to be a fancy drink, by the way. But you know what? Nobody else on the team got the memo, so he's out there by himself in the D final. Where's his help?
All right, we have a shout out to Terry Olson from Terry Marsalia here. That is the Adonis' wife,
Karen.
folks,
Karen
coming in.
Marsalia.
Did I say
Karen?
I apologize, Karen Marsalia.
Sounded fine.
Yes, that is the Adonis' wife. Like, yeah. Well, we all know both of them, Karen and Paul.
Now, Paul's shot actually just away on sheet 2, our A event final. He looks to be freezing to Brielle Stone in the forefoot. Actually, that is going to come up just light, but not a bad placement. I think he's going to be sitting 1.
Who can tell? We don't have a camera on the far end of sheet 2.
2.
That unfortunately is the sheet that we don't have a far end camera on.
Well, we do now, but there's someone standing in front of the stones. It's looking yellow.
Okay, we are hearing that it is yellow.
We got a backside camera now.
Either way, the Adonis' wife is left, so we can talk about her now.
I'm not gonna go there.
You called her Carrie. That's Karen. And she's fucking...
We missed what appears to be the conclusion of the second end on sheet 3. Hopefully they'll post this score soon. We'll let you know who scored in just a second.
It's bench. Who cares? Haven't I not told you that already? It's bench.
I have heard this from my colleague. Over on sheet 1, Sam Oglesby's team scored 1. They stole 1 in that second end after that shot.
So
we didn't bring that shot to you directly, but Shumagon was looking at 3 in the house there. So they got 2 of them out of there and only left Sam a steal of 1, which is really, frankly, pretty good from where they were looking. Looks like the Clark ring has scored over on sheet 3. Not sure how many, but at least that game is tied, if not up 1 for the Clark ring.
Oglesby rocks, man.
Now on the outside, sheet 4, looks like a blank house. Alex Lichter just calling for a draw in there. He's got a lead of 1, just going to try to play this clean, get 1 in the house.
Apparently the sweepers don't both need to sweep this. Like, they decided to stop.
That's on sheet 3, folks.
Yeah. He came back and swept a little bit. Yeah, let's give up. It's all good.
Alright, we got a hit on sheet 2, our featured sheet, the A event finals. Brielle Stone away. Sweepers on this hard.
Overcurling.
This does appear to be overcurling. I think it's going to get by the guard, but I think it's going to catch the inside of this shot rock. It skimmies the guard and becomes an alright shot.
That didn't have a ton of weight because that didn't move a whole lot of granite.
That did not move a whole lot. That had not a whole lot of weight on it.
That was a serious downweight hit.
Now, Mike Sampson in the house over here on sheet 3. That is the casino dealer. A little surprised to see this, Mike. I thought Benj Guzman was skipping, but it appears as though Mike Sampson is in the house.
Mike is the only one that got the memo that we weren't dressing. Didn't get the memo that we weren't dressing up for this. Yeah,
this is a casual event, folks. And he came in certainly in his business attire.
Apparently he thought that Jack Happy's guys needed some representation to be dressed up. Oh my God, that is an awful sweater. Please take that off.
I mean, the sweater's great.
No, the Gronkowski sweater needs to go.
The Gronkowski sweater appears to have switched bodies.
Yes, it used to be. Yes, it used to be better, but it's now worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
when it was on the Clark,
the Gronkowski sweater has moved bodies, but that has only exposed a Tom Brady jersey for a big court. Certainly very respectable, even for a double defense.
Wait, what is going on here? Wait, whoa. Tell me, Mike Sampson's holding the broom, Benj Guzman is sweeping.
I just mentioned that to you about a minute and a half ago.
What is going on?
Mike Sampson is skipping the Guzman ring at the moment.
What is going on?
I mentioned this to you about 2 minutes ago.
All right.
Who cares? It's Benj.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
What the hell is going on? I don't understand.
It's the end of the world. Never mind.
Alright, we got got some applause from downstairs. I think this is all in relation to the main miss. We're going to have to refill our pitcher very soon, folks. So I'll get an update on the main miss when I do so. And we'll have some great news about our rig winning some money. Are you guys buying back?
How many buybacks can you do?
I believe there's 2 buybacks.
At how much?
$10 a piece.
That's not bad.
20, okay. 10 and 20. 10 and 20. I was wrong, folks. Get back in once, only going to cost you, that's going to cost you a dime. But if you want to come back in twice, that's going to cost you 2 times $20.
That's what we call a fit.
Now, big break coming up short with that shot from Scott Price there on sheet 2. It's a very cluttered house. It appears to be Brielle sitting 1.
Folks, I will have to take some pictures of the awards, and there was nothing on the social media. I came back, and it looks like tunnel carpal syndrome is in Terry from typing too much.
Just saying that the Sogos Bay rank over here on sheet 1 has really got this thing locked on.
It appears, what was that, Randy? We're getting some responses from Terry.
Yeah, let's see.
You're not president anymore. Go away.
Terry,
no, she was giving you scores for God's sake.
Oh, I'm just picking
it.
on
Now he's going to make up for it.
I'm just picking on it. Get those scores. I'm a little curious.
You're fake news. China. Just saying.
Terry was looking at the main event, waiting for a Patriots score based on the cheers and.
We don't care about the Patriots score. That's going on another channel. You watch that.
Let's continue to throw out a shout out to Terry there. Her husband on the Bassholes team that just won that event earlier tonight. If you were,
it was the 5th event. Yes,
the 5th event winners, the Bassholes, contained Scott Olson, Terry's husband, and shout out to them. Good win earlier tonight.
Yeah, after they spanked the hell out of us.
Yeah, we really looked like fools.
Worst beating of my life, by the way.
Second worst.
And they didn't even take it to the woodshed.
No woodshed. The Patriots did something great.
Either the Patriots scored or someone won a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. The Patriots did
both
something awesome.
In the war room. I can guarantee that. We got a hit and a nice roll on sheet 3 by the apparently Samson rank.
Nobody gets that excited about curling, so it had to be a Patriots thing.
That's because you're not Canadian.
Excited about curling.
You're not Canadian.
Not here, not this. Like that was absolutely Patriots. That had nothing to do with this.
You know, we do have the.
Yes, we're reading the chat now. I came back. I can see it.
I'm gonna go ahead and check that Patriots score for myself.
Because one of us actually cares about that. Dolphins fan doesn't care.
Seems to be 24 to.
Hey, Neil, have you been getting texts from Amy?
Great.
Amy Holdorf?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Why?
She's just trying to tell you to check the damn chats.
Check the damn chats.
Chats, because they're giving you the scores and you're not paying attention.
I don't care about the score.
Randy Bobak actually
Yeah,
runs
that's
the damn chats. We just sit here and look pretty while watching curling and talking to you folks.
That's why they don't pay you much, too.
They don't pay us anything. That's the problem.
We gave you a chair
You gave me a chair. Thank
to
you.
sit in
All right.
for now.
So I'll get that much. Which is nice. Oh my goodness.
All right, we're on Skip Stones in your A event final on sheet 2.
That sweater is still got awful on sheet 3.
The sweater is still great on sheet 3.
No, it's
Hopefully
awful.
Rob Gronkowski's been a big factor in tonight's game.
He needs to take that sweater and spike it. Just saying. It's awful. I'm still not really sure what's going on at sheet 3 with Benj not skipping the game, which is weird.
Lost a bet?
I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
Folks, it could just be the alcohol. Benj might be electing to let Mike skip you.
I'm not really sure what's going on. It confuses me that Benj is not skipping this game. He's throwing last Raj, but he's not calling the game. I'm confused.
This is really throwing my buddy Mike O'Neill for a loop here. He is having trouble dealing with this.
Oh, and you should see what the reactions of the crowd are.
They're watching the Patriots game. They don't.
No, they're typing up their little things on. They're betting on how your alcohol blood level are, both of you, and
it is.
they're trying to figure out how you're still conscious.
I didn't start till after noon. I mean, I didn't have to play till 2:45. What are you guys thinking? Jeez, nobody has faith in me anymore.
Wow, and that is an uncharacteristic miss over there on sheet 3 on that hit. It's going to leave the Clark rink still sitting 1 in the back house there. Gooseman team calling for a control weight hit on that stone in the back. They are now the Claw rink.
Everybody's having fun with their names out there on the
Name
sheets.
changes plenty at the moment.
That's wide as hell.
So what does Fink change it to?
Well, we won't go there just yet.
Fink stays Fink because Fink wins. That's really what it comes down to.
K-Fin?
No. Unfortunately, it comes down to it. That
I mean, 4 letters doesn't give you a whole bunch of choice.
No, and they're frankly the best drink here, so they probably
They don't have to.
They should win it. I mean, I frankly thought Lecter would give them a run for their money and that they would be in the final against.
Well, that was last year.
Against Fink.
I'd like to point out, over here, you just mentioned Lecter. On sheet 4, the Lecter rink lining up an outside hit and roll in. Nate Clark really focused in.
Jeez, that's a fun shot. This is the off-in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a really up-weight shot, folks. Hopefully he can get this.
Turn to sheet 4 if you really want to watch a fun shot. This could be
it
fun.
is off. Alex is away. This is really up-weight. Sweeper's on this already.
They're pushing it. They're trying to get it to move.
Actually, they're trying to hold this.
Oh, they're trying to push it.
He's got it.
He's got the roll.
And he's got 2 up in
but
front.
not quite going to get there.
No
Gotta
depth.
leave Zakin.
Play it out right by the front.
Great
They were a little wide on that. If they had gotten that a little thinner, they might have gotten that shot. It was a really nice try, but not quite there.
There's earthquakes happening here, dudes. they're kicking downstairs and the cameras on these walls are shaking.
The weight was amazing, and just didn't quite get the angle.
Now we've got a bit of a cluster on sheet 2.
Lots of stones in play.
Wow.
Left the second word out of that for our younger viewers, but you at home know what's going on there.
A
Unfortunately,
cluster nutter bar.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was going to say.
Absolutely. I had to come up with something fast.
He did, and he did.
Yeah.
Either way, we have a problem with the camera on that far end, and there's a lot of stones.
No, they can see it, Mike. We fixed it.
No problem, folks. You can see how good this is. There are a lot of stones in play down there.
Because it's not the same camera. If you look at the back wall, you'll see there's 2 cameras on sheet 2 now.
All right. Apparently, Randy is better than I know, and I can't imagine how that happened.
The wizard works in mysterious ways, but he's got it covered for you.
Well, we have to
Relax and let Randy.
I'm getting Randy just thinking about it. Just saying.
I'm going to leave now.
We have cameras on the far sheet of 2 here, and apparently.
So on 2.
Oh my God! What's going on there in the middle of the sheets?
On 2, it looks like Real sitting 1, big shot away.
Lots of sweeping going. They're trying to push that around.
Yeah, that is really hanging wide. Now we got both sweepers on that. Appears to be both light
If they get in
and
there-
wide. That is not a great combo.
He gets in there, it's going to be like a Plinko set or something.
It's looking good.
Unfortunately, no Plinko today. That one's going to stop shy of the house. Now that second end still not posted on the score, but we can tell you for certain, folks, that the big ring took 1. So Brielle's got the hammer here, and I do believe this is
It's
it.
tight between the red and the yellow.
They're really taken their time looking at this. Folks, I am going to have to take a short commercial break while I refill the alcohol. Those at home guessing the blood alcohol content, all I can tell you is it is about to continue rising.
It's alcohol blood content right now.
This is being brought to you by Jack's Abbey Brewery and the Kiwi Rising beer. It is fantastic. Just saying.
Oh, good. We're going to get paid now.
No, I might get a free beer later when I go visit, but you're not getting anything. Just saying, Jack's Abbey is fantastic.
Hey, Sam! Sam! Who wants to stay on his feet?
So we're just waiting for sheet 2 to make up their mind what they want to do here.
Well, we don't really know what they want to do. Sheet 4 has already started on their third end.
Are we even running the clock today?
I don't think for the finals they're worried about it.
Do they have it running right now?
No.
Okay.
It hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Does that mean we officially are still in the first stones? We roll it all back and wait for the clock to start?
I think at this point they're just going to let this final go as long as it needs to go.
Yeah, as long as there's Patriots, they can curl.
I bet you the Patriots game's done before this game ends.
Well, that's a bet I don't want to take. Because I know damn well you'd win it.
That's probably going to happen. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of 6 ends in this.
No, this is going to be 8-end games here. And the curling is going to be going all the Patriots games done.
Well, you see all those stones on sheet 2? It looks like it has a disease or something.
There's a lot of stones going on. Who knows what the heck is going on down there?
So someone's missing their takeouts, that's for sure.
Hit and roll coming. Hit and roll. What's going to happen? Nothing. Lots of...
Bang, bang, and...
At least one yellow.
Screech to a stop.
One yellow?
It's one yellow and one red. They were very close and we couldn't see really well from the angle.
Yeah. They gave up really quick. It's probably one yellow.
It was close enough they didn't have to measure, so...
Nope. One red. Wow.
That's like I said, it was really close.
They immediately put that red up there. And wait, I don't understand. Wait, yellow's throwing though.
So everybody's confused.
No kiwi.
What?
Gone.
They
Oh no.
Gone. Export?
Carbonius.
I can't drink them. So that's all you.
Big smoke then. They kicked both kegs of kiwi. Wow. Good for them. Nice job, everybody, kicking both kegs of the Kiwi Rising.
Mike won't know what to drink all night
4
now.
hours. I appreciate that. Jack's Abbey appreciates that.
You got shares in that company or something?
What?
You got shares in that yet?
It's actually not a publicly traded company, but
That doesn't mean you can't have shares.
all I want is when I go there, I want Jack to buy me a beer every once in a while. That's all I got. But holy cow, we just kicked 2 kegs of the best beer that they make in less than 4 hours. That was amazing.
Well, if they were in Canada, they'd probably get rid of it in about 15 minutes.
I know, but
This way you can just, measure it out a bit more.
I was really, really hoping it would last longer than that because I didn't get enough of it.
It's all your promotions.
Damn.
All your shameless promotions.
I know. I was really looking forward to drinking more of that beer, though. That's the problem. We got a measure going. Oh, biter par. Biter par on sheet 2. Okay.
We'll have to.
It's still there, though.
Apparently, someone's trying to send some messages to Mr. Carruthers, who's got a new Apple Watch. According to, I guess, his wife.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just reading your the social media, the live chats. So someone should go down and tell Jeff to check his Apple Watch.
Tell Jeff Brothers to check his Apple Watch.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to read more.
Either way, we're taking a break because this guy's got to go downstairs and get a new beer.
Yes, but Terry, you do realize that wearing an Apple Watch during a curling match is apparently not legal.
Yeah. We'll be back in a few minutes with more coverage of the final draw of the Broomstones Ben's Bonspiel. See you in a few.
There goes Mike's mic. All right, what do we got here? We got
I'm tired. Anyway.
Sheet run finished their end, and no one got to see the score. Which always begs the question, if an end finishes and no one saw what happened, does the score count? But we digress. So most ends are just starting up. Sheet 4 is probably the furthest into the end. Got a shot at double takeout on the second sheet, and that didn't go through. Took out one of the guards and just rolled in front of the other. We're on sheet 4. Just trying to, I think he's trying to hit and roll in. He might just be drawing. No, he's crashing actually. Just short of the house for that shot. And back on sheet 2. The stone that was previously removed was replaced. They're sitting one in the house and 2 good guards up front.
You got a smoking Tankard picture. It's not cool. That's not cool. Oh, I'm not happy.
Mike's having trouble coming to terms with the lack of a certain beer. He's not happy.
I'm happy, folks.
Zach's happy. We gotta have shiny, happy people somewhere.
Shiny, happy people holding hands.
All depends who the shiny, shaggy people are. I haven't slept in a few days, so the bringing up of anything by REM just falls into place well.
So kind of simple. He bought a smoking Tankard pitcher, and he's happy, and I'm not. Whatever. All right, folks. This is Zach Power back with you at Bedtime Curling Magic. This is going to be great. We're going to be here through the end of the evening with you. First things first, coming in hot off the press from Terry Olson.
Bang.
Turns out we have been pronouncing a name wrong. We have been saying Grialt. It turns out that is just the bro rink. I think we have been saying that wrong.
Yeah, it's a French name.
Bro?
Yeah,
Bro.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. So that is the bro rink. We apologize to them. They are in the A final, and we certainly did not mean to be pronouncing that incorrectly all this time. I am just
No
plain
more of that,
and simple
please.
idiot.
That's loud, dude.
That is loud.
You dropped the mic. No, you dropped the phone, actually.
Bro. Sorry, we're working on our bro.
Now, I promised to come back with an update on the Made Miss, folks, and it turns out we are still in it, and that's really all that matters.
Our money's good.
We have had to buy back in once, though, already, Mike.
So you weren't still in it.
Now, it turns out, though, there is a lot of rinks not represented tonight, so they are not able to play. You need to have representation to be in this Made Miss.
Here for the beer.
So basically that means the pot's going to be about $17?
No, it's at least 10 or 20 bucks per head.
Now, let's just do a quick score check on all of our sheets while we were away. Sheet 1, that is your B event final.
Yep.
That is Shumakov versus Oglesby. Oglesby up 5-0 after 3. Unfortunately, not going Shumakov's way at the moment. On
Giving
sheet
him a
2,
whooping.
your A event final, Fink versus Bro, and that is tied up 1 apiece. Nice shot by the Fink rink, gonna spill out Bro's shot rock, but he is still gonna have 1 on the outside after that stone.
We're going to have a tongue twister tournament after. Someone did something somewhere that made people happy.
Patriots just touched down, I believe.
Now, you know, if you guys could do what I do, you can watch sheet 1 and the television that's out there for the guys to see. I can watch the game.
Oh, so you can see the TV that they have on sheet 1?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so in case you're just tuning in, it is true. They have actually specifically set up a TV right at the head of sheet 1 so that the folks at home, or actually the folks on the ice side, can watch the game. This TV just came out of a box. Don't know if this was brought from
the back of a truck.
Don't know if it fell off the back of a truck. It came from Rena Center, but there's a new TV set up at the club.
But someone went down to Best Buy, bought it, and they'll be returning it on Tuesday.
Hopefully they kept their receipt.
This is actually somebody's TV from their home. They've done this before. I've actually seen them do this before at the Broomstones, man. So
they're having some extreme withdrawal.
No, this isn't the first time that this specific TV has been set up here at the Broomstones, man. So.
Oh, by the way, the cheering was for a Pat's interception.
Oh, gives a crap.
All right.
It's like bench.
Everyone watching this stream gives a crap, Mike.
It's like bench. Who cares?
All right. On sheet 3,
how to win friends and influence his teammates.
Midway through this score check on sheet 3, the
anymore.
Claw versus Gronk. Gronk is up 2-1 on the Claw. Looks like this is going to be Benj Guzman on the Gronk team.
I want to see him spike it.
Really surprised by the name choice on sheet 3, considering the Gronk sweatshirt is on the Claw's team.
I want to see him spike it. Really, the Gronk spike needs to happen.
Yeah, that would be very damaging to our ice, Mike.
No, I want to see a Gronk spike.
They are going to get by this guard, just barely skidding that guard. Nice hit back into those back stones. They are sitting 1. The Claw has 2 in the back, but right now Gronk's sitting 1. And in the Made Miss right now, we have an update right here. Yellow for count on sheet 2 is the Made Miss. Did not get to hear the team names on this shot, but for once we can give you the shot that is occurring in the Made Miss.
Which sheet?
Sheet 2.
Sheet 2.
Yellow for
he can hear better than I can because I didn't hear that.
So sheet 2 anywhere in the house. No, not anywhere in the.
Gotta be
Well, it's yellow for
it's gotta
count.
be in the 4.
Gotta
be in the 4.
Doesn't have to be in the 4. They just need to move that redstone.
Exactly. A little hit and roll will be fine.
Little hit and roll. So as long as yellow is count after this shot, that will be a mix
That's tight
for the
as hell.
Made Miss.
Oh my God, gotta go.
I don't think so, Mike. I think
No,
they're doing the right
they're
thing
receiving
watching this stone. Seems to actually be hanging a bit outside. Now that
Here comes.
Here it comes. This is going to be yellow for
blazing right through that hole.
That is going to be a miss in the Made Miss. And you heard that downstairs. You heard a very definitive "oh" from the crowd.
Gotta go.
Sometimes swoosh is not a good thing.
Parting that uprights is great for the Patriots, but it was not great for the Bro Rink.
Well, let's come up with at least one more. Go on, Mike. Say it.
Just wasn't pretty.
Not quite as punny, but still there.
Guard coming here for the fake rink.
All right,
They're going to protect their one.
Finish up on that score check. Over here on sheet 4, tighter game than anticipated. The Laser versus Zakin rink. This is tied up at 1 apiece. Now, Zakin appears to be sitting 1, but it's really tight there. It actually might be Laser sitting 1 there. That is actually the Leichter rink that has changed their name.
Lots of rocks in play here. Lots of fun.
There are 4 stones sitting right in the house there. Hard to tell from this angle who shot. Shot is away on sheet 2 for the Fink rink, guarding up their 1 as Mike suggested. That 1 still in play as a result of the miss shot in the made miss earlier.
Looking pretty good here. Don't touch that top. Oh,
Seems a bit up. This is coming into the house.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's going to freeze right to it. That might almost give them the opportunity for a double if they can get this just right.
Potential for a double for 3 is there.
Now, the Bro Rink scored last, so they do not have the hammer. This is his last shot here. He needs to move both of these Fink stones out of play, or else Fink is going to be looking at a score of at least 1, maybe 2 here.
There's the double for 3. I mean, if he hits this right, it's a double for 3.
That's Bro would be a double for 3, but then Fink will have a chance to counter with the hammer.
Oh yeah, details. Double the sit 3 would be pretty.
Double the sit 3 would be very pretty. I mean, that is certainly the A shot. That's what they're going for here. Cleaning his stone off, getting ready for this shot, really just mentally preparing. Wants to hit this here. This is a pivotal. I mean, a score of more than 1 in this game could really be all that matters. I mean, that could really be the runaway.
It is an A-event final. I mean, you expect scoring 2 really is going to change the game.
He's calling really up weight. He's saying normal up.
That is hot.
This stone's hot and hanging. It's starting to move, but it could be just still on this front one. It's just going to miss it, but it's... Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, those cheers were for the curling.
That was certainly curling cheers. They got rid of one of those stones there, but
it's still a draw for 2 for Red.
Fink has got 1 here, and as Mike said, it's going to be a straight draw for 2. And if they get this 2, that's going to be significant. They'll go up 3-1.
They didn't even take a chance to think about it. It was just an immediate tap the frickin' broom, and it's a draw for 2.
Now, over on sheet 1, we just saw a pretty amazing shot. Unfortunately, Shumakov did not get to count, but they just got a nice run back on those stones there. Oglesby still appears to be counting, and he is up 5-1. He's in a great position still.
Dude, anything that you touch on this freaking board is... I've dropped my glasses.
Hammerstone away on sheet 2 from the Fink rink. They're going for that draw for 2 that we mentioned earlier. Seems to be hanging a bit. Sweeper's not on this just yet.
Bryce Kincaid on it. Oh, there he goes. Hard. Holy cow.
He is on that hard. They're going for maybe a little tap off this yellow. They're going to get it. That is the perfect tap to give them 2.
Beautiful. Nice shot for 2. Now that the Leichter rink is actually out of the event, we expect the Fink rink will be the one that wins this game.
Of course, getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but
no, I'm not.
It is anyone's game.
No, it's not. Fink's going to win this. Sorry, I know who I'm going for, and that's who's going to win it. It is who it is.
You mean Jack and his watermelon beer is not going to win it?
Now, folks at home, this is probably not something we should broadcast, but I would make a bet with my colleague right now if he's willing.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
You'd really have to. I'd have to give you really good odds because the Fink rink is going to win this. It's not even it's a foregone conclusion at this point.
All right, we missed the conclusion of
I'm sorry, the guys have got really good
end over here on sheet 3. Appears as though the Claw did score. That's the Clark rink. Lead Stone barely making it past halfway down the sheet. That is a hog, folks.
We don't like hogs. They're awful.
Mike Sampson in the house.
He was
the
bacon.
Gronk ring.
I like bacon. I like hogs.
Especially the hogs, like when people hog the bacon.
I actually missed the bacon this morning because I wasn't here early enough to get the bacon.
All right, now let's keep an eye on the action over here on sheet 4. The laser rink is throwing the skip stones here. They're, I believe, our second shot. I think yellow is sitting on the Zakin ring. Alex Leiter just trying to pick this yellow out and try to sit 2 after the fact. If he gets this shot right, he could double those yellows and be sitting 3.
It's going to be fun to watch this.
Yeah, everyone should really tune in on sheet 4.
A lot of weight.
Shot is off.
Here it comes.
Here goes.
A lot of sweeping.
Sweeping.
Sweeper's off. I'm trying to hold it.
This is going to be fun.
He's got the inside.
God.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice shot.
By the laser ring.
Nice shot.
Oh, nice shot.
Wow.
Very well shot.
Not something you see too often.
Somebody in the war room is happy about that bacon. Somebody is a little pissed off about the miss.
If you had the miss on that, you were stupid. Just saying.
You didn't have a miss, but it was unfortunate.
Sometimes you just get what you got.
Don't pick the miss against Alex. You're going to lose most of the time.
That's laser for folks who are
Alex.
He's been given a new name. He'll be an American Warriors or
Exactly.
Gladiators.
American Gladiators, exactly. He was on the top of that
He'll
pedestal.
be up there with a six-pack and
with his
two big stones at the end of his
stick.
hand.
Exactly. He's got his pugilist stick.
All right, now on sheet 2, our A event, the Bro Ring trying to go for a hit on this shot rock of Fink in the house. Looks like they're going to make some contact, but that's going to spill a little bit to the outside. Oh, no, actually, that's going to make it just about nose.
Bang.
Good.
And on one trying to go through the tunnel didn't work.
Sheet 1, 4th end just about over.
That was
There's
a
bunch
tough
of
shot,
junk in
though.
that house. Looks like the Oglesby ring still sitting 1. They're just going to put their guard out there, really try to protect that one that's been sitting there for quite some time.
Are they sitting one, or because there's a red one, the yellow? Yeah, the yellow one's on the button.
Yeah, yellow's biting the button.
Yeah.
Some serious cheers. That feels like Patriots cheers.
Probably Patriots.
Yeah, we're learning the accent on the cheers.
Yeah, it really depends on if stones are in motion or not. If they've just stopped, it's probably curling cheers. If they have not, it's probably Pats.
Still enjoying the fact that Mike Sampson is dressed up for this event.
Yeah, he's going to be doling out the cards after this, folks.
Oh, yeah, we're serving drinks.
Would you like to hit or stay, sir?
Alright, guards away on sheet 1.
You mean he's not the guy that's in the bathrooms getting the perfume out and stuff?
Oh, Jesus, I didn't even think about that. A little squirt, sir?
Are we talking about a patron?
We're talking about hit or stay Sampson right now.
Hit or stay. Here it is. Shots away on sheet 3. The Gronk ring got an upweight takeout on these guards from the claw.
It's the only one on their team that actually got the memo that they're supposed to dress up for the game. That's why it's funny.
That guy has filed his TPS reports. He is dressed up and ready to curl.
TPS reports.
TPS reports?
Yeah, exactly.
You Canadian now?
Apparently he has seen Office Space recently. We've all seen Office Space recently.
Alright, we got some cheering, and I believe this cheering is specifically about the made miss.
Yeah, but I think they're calling made miss on the Patriots game right now.
Oh, jeez. No, they're certainly getting going on the made shot, miss shot downstairs. We're running out of it.
Brady threw a block? I'm just reading Terry's updates. Brady threw a nice block.
Terry, which game are you more focused on? Just out of curiosity.
The ninja fruit game she's got.
So, at the end of the day, we're more important here than the Patriots game. Okay, please. figure that out at this point.
We need the ratings.
No, we don't. But the Patriots game is like not exciting because they're gonna win. Everybody knows it. So just tune off of them, tune on to us. It's all good. I mean, we're covering not only the curling, but we're gonna keep you in on the made shot, missed shot too. So like we're way more important than the Patriots. I mean, come on, they're gonna win. So just tune that off. Zach, you're not helping.
I am not at the moment, but you know what?
It's because you just spaced them out.
You know what is about to occur? Yeah, you went on a little bit of a Patriots rant. It's hard to hear you when you spew all that hate for the probably the greatest team in the NFL.
Nobody cares about the Patriots.
Yeah, I've heard that about.
Brady is a god, okay? Brady is a god.
No.
If anybody could pass that ball, just get it to where it's supposed to be. Brady's going to do it.
If you want to talk about Adonis's, we're going to have to bring it back to Paul Marcellia.
I mean, he is currently just standing at the moment.
curling Adonis, I'm saying.
Now, over here on sheet 1, though, we have the hammer shot coming up, and it is a funky shot that they have called here. They're calling a run back on this yellow stone out front. This is from the red rink. Not sure exactly what they're trying to achieve. I think they want to run this top yellow back into that red on the center line and run that red back into the yellow. If they can achieve this, this will be a score of 4. This will bring them really back into the game, but this is a tough shot, folks.
They're just looking to hammer something through the other end.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no plan here.
I believe there's a plan, but it is a tough freaking plan.
This is the yellow to red to yellow raised.
I mean, sweeper's on it, sweeper's off it. This shot is doing nothing, folks. I mean, this is going nowhere. That's going to be another one for Sam Oglesby. He's going to go up 6-0. This game's almost a foregone conclusion at this point. Shubakov's really got to turn this one around. He's even considering the shake at the moment.
The hippie shake.
Looks like they're going to keep playing this one, but, oh, man, they really need to make something happen really quick.
At the end of the day, we really need to take up a collection so that Sam can get a full-length pair of pants.
Yeah, I'm seeing an ankle at the moment. I mean, there's Sokka. But
I mean, I love the guy.
Sam wasting zero time, not even letting his vice in that score. He puts that right up. He's proud.
Yeah, I think he's got to get a little less sugar in his diet.
I love the guy to death, but really, the guy needs to get a full-length pair of pants because, man, that guy has some great ankles.
Oh, he's still growing, dude.
No, I mean, sorry. The guy gives great ankle.
He gives great ankle.
Great ankle.
It's the wrong end for you, right?
Yeah, he really needs a full-length pair of pants, man. I'm sorry.
And Evan, if you're listening.
The rest of his team is throwing great rocks in front.
Ethan earmuffs.
Evan's the other one.
Yeah, he needs a full-length pair of pants. I'm sorry. The guy really needs some full-length pair of pants.
I believe both of the E-Bears are at the club at the moment, so if Ethan's watching, babysitter, make sure this gets turned off quickly.
Well, at least don't answer the questions he asks.
I did see Don earlier, so babysitter, earmuffs.
Now, on sheet 4, the laser ring appears to be sitting 5 here. Zaka's throwing some weight at this. They just got to get rid of one of these stones. Leiter's still poised for an 8 at the moment. That's going to change as I speak. They're going to get rid of one of those stones, and that 8-ender possibility is now gone. They're still sitting pretty, though. I think they're still sitting 4 there. It's pretty close, though.
We're not going to ever see an 8 at the Broomstones, man. Just give it up.
Okay.
We only see those in league play.
There's 5 stones in play in the house after 5. That's pretty impressive nonetheless in the Broomstones men's.
We're going to see a stolen 8-ender, and it's happening like Griffin or something. Just give it up.
I believe that.
Oh, wait, that
Yeah, it happened.
Oops. I stole it again.
That was the fastest 2-end game I've ever seen.
Yeah, 10-0 after 2. Once it's home. Bye-bye.
Had to drink solidly for a while.
They didn't even stick around and drink. They walked out. Left.
That's because Pine Tree was there.
No, they left. People bought them wine and they left. They didn't even stick around and drink. It was kind of sad.
Well, over on sheet 4, Laser Rick going to get rid of that yellow. They're still going to be sitting 5. Zakin really needs to do something here. He's calling for a freeze on that red in the forefoot. Certainly, I think that's the right call. hard degree of difficulty shot, but definitely the right shot if he can achieve it.
I still want Mike Sampson to bring me a drink. He looks right for the part.
I mean, if he's going to don that attire, he really has to put it to good use.
He frankly looks like he needs to bring me a drink. Just saying.
Checking in on our featured sheet here, that's the Fink Ring against the Bro Ring. Fink Ring sitting 2 here.
Is that the pronunciation we've come to? Is bro?
That is bro is
bro.
the correct pronunciation.
Bro?
Bro.
Okay.
Like Bro and Martino.
Okay. Fink
They're going to be
versus
sitting
bro.
3 after this shot, but they're going to give Bro a shot at this. There's potential for a triple. It's not easy, but it's there.
I actually like that pronunciation, the bro ring. I feel like they're like my dudes, like my guys, like my bros.
That exactly they are.
I kind of like that. They're cleaning that sheet down. They're ready for the shot now.
It looks like
Mr.
this
DeMille?
is going to be...
Mr. DeMille is ready for a
They're
shot.
bros. They're bros. They're ready. Where are these guys out of? What club are they out of?
They're out of beer right now.
What? I think they're out of like Norfolk or Nutmeg. I can't remember.
I don't know. I actually don't have a list of all the teams. And
What good are you, Randy? Come on.
oh, I'm good for nothing.
Now, I'm going to say this is the first skip stones for Bro. So, I mean, he's got some options here.
I believe they're out of Connecticut. I think they're either Norfolk or Nutmeg. I can't remember.
He's got to move some granite, though.
I played
Aaron
against these guys before.
On the outside of the house there. Fink sitting 3. Fink already up 2 in this game. Bro's got to make something happen.
Put it down softer.
This shelf is so fucking loud. They just set my beer down. It's nuts.
Cushion.
Shelves can cause
Maybe.
problems, folks. Shots away on 2. It's up and it is out.
Oh, yeah, hit the
It's
top
going to make
line.
contact, but all of those reds going to stick around in the house. Most likely
2 red.
sweeps it. Red's only sitting 2, but they
I
do still
think they
have that
knocked,
third one in the
they knocked
house.
one out.
Yep.
Well, not out, just over enough.
Yep. That one is no longer counting, still in play in the back house, but Fink can ignore that yellow stone in there. They're just going to guard this up. A smart call. On sheet 3, this is our D event. That's the A event semifinal losers. They are really battling this out. They're tied up at 2. The claw rink got a hit. They just barely get the double. I did not think they were going to, but they did, and they stick around for 1 on the outside. The claw.
The claw.
The claw, folks.
Everybody's worried about the claw.
Hey, Terry, what's the score?
Jerry Olson, is she the only person that's actually paying attention to this draw?
Yeah, how
Yeah,
many
we
viewers do we have?
30.
30 viewers.
crap.
Oh my god.
They've been waiting for you all day.
Yeah, I mean, prime time is up, folks, and you guys are really tuning in, I mean, at the best possible moment.
Curlin Adonis.
By the way, Bros from Petersham.
Bro is from Petersham. Really, hosts of the Spring Fling, one of the best spiels that's out there toward the end of the season.
Just saying. I'll say that's sweeping. That's got at least
The
15
Adonis
viewers
with the
right
sweep
there.
puts 3 in there for the Fink ring.
That's.
Bro's got to make something happen with the hammer here.
I guarantee you, Paul is personally responsible for at least 15 viewers.
At least 15
Well, I
what?
believe it's because it just sounds good.
Dude, the man is amazing.
34-16 according to Terry.
What?
And we thank you for that, Terry. Sure, we have a lot of happy fans in the war room at the moment.
Because the Patriots are winning.
Exactly.
Who cares? It's the Patriots.
It's not bench.
Well, it's bench. Who cares? I mean, seriously.
Speaking of bench, his shot is away on sheet 4. Looks like they're going to collide with that stone on the outside. They're going to spill. That's going to leave a blank house.
I think Blake
believe
was
that
what
was
he was
the
going for.
end of the end.
I think Blake was what he was going for.
Actually, it was the end. That was the blank. That was the called shot. Really tight
is the
game in
end.
this D event final
This is
here.
the end, my friend. You know.
Unfortunately, I started that, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
the
you
little
did.
doors. It's all good.
Yeah, university days.
Jim Morris is gone for a long time,
You're
but
right.
these guys recall his days.
Yeah, we were dazed, yeah.
We're that
They
old.
were
Dazed and
dazed back
confused
then.
for so long.
They were certainly dazed.
A little bit.
Still.
It's all good. I could be sleeping in my car right now. It's all good.
Now, checking in on sheet
Wait, no,
D
that's
event
Fox set.
finals. Oglesby sitting 3 against Shumikov. Shumikov really struggling in this game. Uncharacteristic for that ring.
Or just it happens.
Yeah, I mean, those games do happen. We experienced one of them earlier with a really, really terrible ass spanking. This stone for Shumikov, gonna overcurl. That's gonna get right through. That's gonna flash straight through the house, unfortunately.
Man.
Still leaving Oglesby in a great place to capitalize. Maybe end this game after 6.
They got a piece of that or they're perfect.
Now on sheet 4, that's the current made miss. Looks like Zakin's going for a hit on lasers 2 in the house. Trying to sit 1 after that. Looks like this stone is going to overcurl. That's definitely going to be a miss. Sam Williams already calling oh no as if he is very downtrodden about this. Alex Leiter, the laser ring, going to score here. Going to score a lot. That's going to put them up pretty handily. This game likely not getting out of the 6th end.
There's so much red on top of that red, too.
Yeah, there was just a whole lot of red. That was
We gotta find different colors for the
house.
They got rid of the yellow rings, the yellow house circles last year because of you couldn't see them as a skip. Yeah, from this end, I wouldn't mind seeing the red go away.
Red on red, just
I think,
bad.
yeah, red on red is just red lives matter.
Zakin ring really is the Cinderella story gone wrong of this field. Unfortunately, they've found themselves in some great events, but unfortunately on the wrong side of all these draws. Really getting hammered around, hanging in there, but having a tough time of it.
Ooh,
uncharacteristically curling related. That has to be Patriots.
There's no stones in motion right now.
Yeah, go Patriots.
Little rub of the guard on sheet 3, and the
nothing.
red stone misses that top yellow and goes straight through the house. That there is our tightest game at the moment, tied up at 2. All the front end of this is calling a small little tap on that. Mike Sampson, our casino dealer, unsure if he wants to call that, but ultimately goes to decide that is the case.
I know he's laughing at your comment. I'm just laughing.
I've never seen him in the house before. That's the problem. That's awesome.
Hard-hitting news.
It really shouldn't be that funny, but it is.
Better keep this up, guys. We're going to have a morning show in no time.
And it's looking good. Ben just trying to pull this. It's going to split these 2 stones.
Broomstones in the
Going to be
morning.
in. One of them's going to be hiding, and the card dealer, Mike Sampson, walking out to congratulate his team on a shot well made.
I'm still trying to figure out what the heck they're doing because he's not skipping, but oh my god, like what's going on there? Like Benj was sweeping and now he's not.
You know, they're achieving their goal of really fucking with you, Mike.
It's just a head game. But it's a head game for the folks watching.
Yes, winning, they win. I will continue to have
the
some
shot
smoke
here
and
on
dagger
the
from
featured
Jack
game. Sheet 2, A event finals. Going for a draw behind guard here. Nope, just kidding. They are just trying to guard this center line.
So wait, no,
Sweeper's on it, trying to pull it toward the center line.
No.
Might stick out a little bit.
so Jim is now calling the house? What's going on?
Wow,
I'm confused.
this is quite a strange turn of events over here on Sheep 3. Jim Fitzgerald now in the house. Our casino dealer has decided his arms need some sweeping.
I don't understand what's going on over
This
here.
rig really just keeping us guessing at all times.
It's socialist.
Really not sure.
It's
if he
socialism
wants
at its
to
best.
They're sharing the responsibility.
Hands
There you
up.
go.
Stone's a little heavy. Dan Martin on the throw.
No time at all. They're all going to have health care.
Oh, that's not right.
Clark brother on the sweep, getting it toward the back of the house, but Yellow will still sit 2 after.
Second 2. All that matters.
Not sure what that cheering was about.
Patriots.
Gotta be. Zakin Ring over here on sheet 4, playing a hard game. Nice hit on that red, but still, red sitting 1 in the back there. Gonna try to split out those top 2 yellows over here on sheet 4. Really just play it clean. They've got a pretty hardy lead, and they just want to hold on to that.
Oh, that was well brought up.
Good push. Bro ring drawn into the center of the house. Looks like Skip's getting on the sweep here. Always love to see that. That's when they're feeling pretty confident about a stone. They stop watching the line and they start just going to get it where they want it.
Skips don't know shit.
This is not the bench ring.
Wow. Nice double on
We don't know shit.
4
We
there.
really don't know anything.
Double on 4 by the laser ring.
Just saying.
Zakin coming back, trying to just get anything here. Really saving face at the moment is all they're at. Got the grunt ring on sheet 3. Drawn to the outside. Jim Fitzgerald in the house. Mike Sampson on the fashionable sweep. That one's going to get in there for 3, folks. That one's sitting pretty at the moment. Flaw's really got to do something about this. Now, just a quick check-in over here on sheet 1. Looks as though the Oglesby rig is sitting up to 5, if those are all biting.
He's already at 6-0.
He is at 6-0, sitting 5. Shooting Cup needs to make something happen. This is a slaughter.
I think Sam just wants to get off that ice real quick.
Yeah, Sam is looking to really go for the throw. He doesn't even want to throw these stones back toward the wall.
I can just see him sitting in there, shake, goddammit, shake.
Yeah, he's like, come on, give me this win and let's get done with this. I want to drink.
Yeah, well, Chewy has been known to make things hard.
Shubakov on the shot. Gonna collide with some yellow. Gonna give him 1, I believe, after that shot. That is good.
It's good.
Wow. Well, that puts a change on the game.
Good shot.
Well, it puts a change in that Shubakov is on the board. Still down 5, though.
Yeah, but if he was ready to stay down 6, he's going to stay down 5.
That's true. All right.
Making the young ones work for their prize.
Over here on sheet 3, our casino dealer on the shot, Mike Sampson. Going after that rock on the outside of the house. This is an in-out takeout on that red stone. Sweeper's on it, trying to hold it. They're getting up. Looks like this is going to be a pretty good shot. Might roll a bit. Gonna overroll. Leaves them sitting. Not a problem.
We got shots firing off on 1, on 4, hand lining up for it on 2.
Over on 2.
So 2 and 3
shot
just
is
ran out.
off from the bro ring. Going for that shot.
Oh, nice
rock,
shot.
Fighting the 4-foot.
Did you see what happened on 4? Nice shot.
I did not see what happened on 4.
They just set up like they went and tried to freeze on it to move it back a little bit, but now you got a jammed red in front of the yellow with a guard in front. And
Zakenbrink going for a double. They're almost going to get it. They're certainly going to be sitting.
Wow, they're going to open everything up here.
Yeah, Lichterbrink going to be.
Oh, it's just like fireworks.
Going to be sitting second shot. A little confused about the scoreboard over there on sheet 4, Randy.
Yeah, what do we have on that?
It appears as though the scoreboard is reading 2-1, but I believe the Lichterbrink is up well more than just 1 stone.
Well, you also know that they're coming homeward, so they're on an even end, and the 5 hasn't been pulled down yet.
That is true, but I believe even after third end, it was, I think, 4-1. That score appears to be changed.
Oh, maybe they're just being nice.
Making it look competitive over there on sheet 4.
There's just too much for us to look at and be able to remember it all.
It is tough up here, folks. Let me tell you, bird's eye view, not always the best place, but great seating.
What's that called over
Our
there?
featured rink going for the hit and roll. Gonna get the hit, a little bit of a roll, not quite gonna get to full cover, but most of that stone is covered.
Alex looks like he was. Oh. He hits. He gets 1. Okay, so he's.
Alex sitting there for 1. This is over on sheet 4. Zakenbrink still has 2 stones left to play with. They have the hammer here. They're going to go for what appears to be a freeze on that shot rock of Alex Lichter's. We'll see how
That's going to be tough, man.
We have a hit occurring on sheet 2. Just skinnying the guard, getting the hit, roll toward the outside red. Beautiful shot.
Stay.
Stone sticks around. Finkbrink sitting 2. They're already up 1 after 5. They have the hammer. They are in a great position at the moment. Those stones certainly double them, but Bromrink gonna have to make something happen. Like we said, when the Finkbrink took 2 in the 4th end, they really went up big for an A event final. Bromrink only able to take 1 in the 5th. They're still down 1 without the hammer. That's a bad spot to be in. They really need this double.
Just a little note to those of you who are watching sheet 2. It's the only sheet we're broadcasting in HD, full HD. So if you're watching it in 720, you can pop it up by going to a little icon for the gears icon and maybe see things a little clearer. It may have done it automatically, but maybe not.
Now that shot we were talking about over on sheet 4, that freeze, they have achieved that freeze. That was a pretty beautiful shot there by the Zakenbrink. Those stones are frozen.
Well, what's nice about that right now is the way it's angled. All they have to do is touch that rock to blow the red through without touching their own yellow.
That's true. What is occurring? A lot of cheers.
Believe something to do with cross sheet activity.
Looks like they are going to get that double that the Bromrink needed. Right out the back of the house. The Bromrink's going to be sitting 1. Great shot out there. Collision on the front guard on the 3 sheet. Mike Sampson couldn't get that sweep just right. Unfortunately, that is going to leave the claw sitting.
Oh, I see what happened. When their shot was coming down, a stone went flying across from, I guess, sheet 1. And they had to get it out of there before the other shot got there.
Potential interference from the outside sheets. That B and C event really need to understand their place and stay within their lane.
Well, Alex did a preemptive takeout, leaving 1 yellow in there.
Now, I am very confused by what's going on over here on sheet 4. It looks as though they have hung that score, and it appears as though the Zakenbrink is up 3-2 right now. I'm not sure that score is entirely accurate.
Really? Excuse me while I Look at the
We're gonna
sky
roll back
over here.
the tape on that one, I think, and we're gonna
Roll the tape.
really find out what's going on. Sheet 1 interfering with Sheet 2 almost again. Paul Marcellia, the Adonis on the sweep, gonna get that hit and roll. Really trying to get that covered, and they almost got it there. That's about 3/4 covered, folks.